You're gonna figure it out in your dreams. Good night, Owen Theo.
So I'm with somebody. Well, you're going to see her already, so now it's obvious who I'm with. But I'm with somebody who I've actually been a fan of, you guys, for so many years. I am so lucky she even agreed to do this. First of all, before you were even doing comedy, we have Hannah Berner on the podcast. Let's just say that. We'll say that now. But before you were even doing comedy, which you always have been doing, even on Summer House, you were doing comedy.
No, I was doing full comedy on Summer House, and the people didn't get it. The comedy that was on the cutting room floor. But I bombed so bad on Summer House.
So, okay, wait, let's talk about that. So first of all, I famously have never watched Summer House.
Good. And that's why I love you.
I famously have never seen it, but a lot of people in this room have. I'm just being honest.
No, it's okay. Seasons 3 and 4 were really good.
So you bombed on season 5.
Season 5, when you walk in and you're like, oh, nobody wants me here.
Yeah, so that's happened. That happened.
And you're sitting at the table and you're joking and it's just like silent. Or like someone says something and you say a funny thing and it's silent. And then you start, and this is during COVID, so you start going inward and you're like, how can I be better? Because clearly I'm missing.
Totally.
And you know what? Sometimes you're gonna feel stupid and they're not your people. Because you keep being stupid and the right people.
You can cry in your dreams. You're allowed to cry.
Is this the earliest anyone's ever cried?
I mean, we've only had 2 guests.
Wait.
So I'm going to go with yeah.
You go, actually, this is the last episode of the pod.
Yeah, you're actually closing this one out. 5 episodes deep. We're good.
I was bombing. Because reality TV there has to have a storyline. And also, they don't want you to come up with your storyline.
So they gave you your storyline.
Well, they don't tell you what it is. So you're just kind of freeballing, saying shit, and then hoping that they don't. I don't think comics should ever do reality TV.
Wait. I have a question. Just be honest with me. Yeah. Did they sit you down and say, we want you to be like the villain?
No. And I do have to say, I still can't even say that word because my first 2 seasons I feel like I was kind of myself. They had me as the truth teller, the funny one.
Totally.
And
you were really well liked.
It was the downfall of
It was a downfall of a century.
Caesar? I don't know.
No, totally. No. We're talking Roman times.
Roman. No, it was a Roman downfall.
I totally get it.
But I also feel like this is so delusional of me to say, but it takes star power to have a downfall like that.
So you know my whole theory.
What is it?
If I were to have a scandal right now, and people cared about it, that would mean I am so deeply famous. That would mean that I fucking made it.
Can I turn this on you for a second?
Please.
I want to just make an announcement. My friend was telling me about Owen, and I was like, give me the tea, because I want to be prepped.
Well, because you're also like, who the fuck is this guy? He's insane.
That's another thing. I watched 86th.
So no one knows what 86th is. So 86 was a web series I did with my friend Kazi David. And
what year was that?
I will age myself if I say.
In the Roman Empire.
Yeah. It was 18 BC.
It was a long time ago. But I watched it and I was riveted. I said, who is this handsome, witty, talented, charming man that just pops off the screen? And then I knew who you were forever. So whenever I'd see you, I go, oh yeah, that's my friend Owen.
Oh wait, will you actually say my friend?
Well, this is the thing. I will never try to be friends with anyone. I'm like a cat. But then once we do meet, we're best friends.
It's inseparable.
Yes. And I can't force a friendship.
No, I can't either.
I will trauma dump immediately. And if people are like, I fuck with you, I'm like, yes. But if they're like, you're weird, I'm like, this is not my journey.
And does that happen to you a lot? Do you have a lot of people?
As I got more followers, people are nicer.
How many followers do you have now?
I don't know. But all I know is people wouldn't always want to hang out with me.
So all of a sudden they want to hang.
And my thing is, I don't
Summer House people want to hang?
No.
They hate you.
Hate.
Really?
Well, they just don't.
But you work with Paige.
Once you're off the show, they don't talk to you. The second you get fired, no one responded to my calls.
Wait, did you actually get fired?
Yeah.
Or you just left because you got real fired?
No, I got real fired. I had a talk show. That was my income. That was my career. But I do say it's such a blessing. I love getting fired. Why did I sound like Trump there? I love getting fired. I've been fired before. I'm the best at getting fired. Not even a good impression.
By the way, actually a good impression. I was taken by
it. I
go, I don't know how to do it. I truly don't know how to. I thought for a second I was good at impressions. And then I was like, listen to my Obama. And I did it to my boyfriend. And my boyfriend said, was that Denzel? He had no idea. I go, at least you got black. At least you got black older man.
Doing a straight man.
Totally. Me just doing a straight. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic?
How handsome is Obama? Like, are you turned on by him the way I am?
I would fuck the shit out of Obama.
Yes. This is the thing. I feel like you're so strongly adjacent to like insane fame.
So you can just say that against me.
And like, I can't spell the word adjacent, but I said it. No, like you are behind every photo that's like the most important photo of our generation.
Okay, these are clips that I'm not kidding. They're not going to do well on social media, but they're going to do well for me.
In your memory, when you have to rewatch them.
They're really going to do well for me.
No, but
why do you say that's not true?
No, because I just feel like if anyone's friend, this is what my friend was saying, as I said in the beginning. She said, you're a tastemaker. I said, I don't know what that is. And that sounds very fancy. And she's like, no, he has an eye for people.
You're like, he does wine? Like,
I go, he eats.
Yeah.
She goes, he picks people who are like special, who are like it. And I go, you know, it's crazy. He just asked me to be on his podcast. And she's like, cancel all your future plans. Your life is going to change from doing
that. Is so hilarious. You're gonna lose followers from doing the body, but your friend deserves an award from me. I'm gonna send your friend flowers, but ultimately I'm sorry for your Instagram and your TikTok because you will lose followers from this. But also I like want to get us canceled. Like if we got I'm wearing fully retainers. I just realized.
Wait, I'm obsessed. They look good. I should have worn mine. I'll get mine.
I'm fully wearing my retainers, but you can't hear it. Can you guys?
I kind of like it.
Okay.
I had an astrologer recently.
Yeah.
And by recently, I mean yesterday. I was DMing, as one does. And she was like, you're about like falling and then like coming up from the ashes. That's like your thing to be reborn.
No, she just watched Summer House. I'm sorry, what?
No, but I was like, why does that have to be my thing? Like, that sounds exhausting.
It sounds insane.
And also, like, it's cool, but like, why can't we just have more of a stoic kind of vibe instead of the whole like up and down thing?
But I will say, there's fame in the up and down.
I do have to say, I had a lawyer talk to me when I first started reality TV, and he was like this mafia guy. He worked with Jersey Housewives. I don't know how I got on the phone with him.
That's hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
That's amazing. And by the way, he's probably so busy.
He's literally was like in jail at the time calling me. And he's like, look, Teresa, shut up. Okay.
He's in jail with her. He's not
like,
even visiting.
10 more push-ups, Teresa. Come on.
Yeah.
But he basically was like, the worst thing you could do going on reality TV is not be remembered. So he was like, they're going to cast you as like either the hot one, the messy one, the truth teller, the villain. He's like, they're going to cast you and just make sure you like put your all into it. My thing with my last season, when I tell you I have no idea, I had my mom's friends come over for a viewing party. Like I was like, look at this fun, cute thing your daughter's doing. And like the end of the episode, because they like made it like I was obsessed with this one guy that I wasn't.
Luke.
And
I've done my research.
They had the back of my head saying his name like 20 times. And I'm sitting there fully madly in love with like a different guy. And I'm just watching it. And I was like, okay, maybe we don't do this next week.
Were you in love with your husband at this point? Your now husband? But by the way, Hannah walks in this morning and we're just talking, gabbing a little. And then I go, and you're married? She goes, can we not bring that up? It's so off brand. She goes, that is so off brand.
And I say off brand, but I also feel just like when girls are married, people put all these characteristics on them.
Totally.
Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I don't go out as much, but it's like
living up to every single stereotype.
Yes, I love my husband.
But he's older than you.
No, I love it. I didn't even know I liked an older man. Do you like an older man?
Yeah, so I'm with a person my age and it's been 10 years, so I can't leave him or else it's like just weird. Yeah. It's like something has to happen.
But also like gay man years, you've been with him for 57 years.
Wait, in gay men years, we're both dead, living next to each other. We're both buried in a crypt. But if I wasn't with Jared, I would be with an older man.
An old grumpy man.
Before I started dating Jared, I was literally in high school. But I literally, I was 17. I was 17 when my boyfriend broke up with me. It was the darkest day of my life.
Yeah.
And I started dating Jared like 6 months later. But in those 6 months, I only hooked up with older men.
And how did you like it?
They taught me things.
No, they're so pre-trained. They're well-oiled.
They're fucking well-oiled machines.
Well-oiled machines. They know what they want. But this is the thing. I think it's different in gay culture, but for straight culture, if you're a 20-year-old girl, don't fuck with these guys in their 40s. Like, the power dynamic is too big. You like money. You're not financially independent. That gives weird energy. By the time I hit 30, I was like, I'm financially independent. I know what I want. The power dynamic is more even, and now I just get a guy who
knows how to use his dick
and literally knows how to use his dick
and his mouth.
Does
he eat you out?
Yeah.
Okay. So by the way, you look at me like you're eating me out. You literally just gave me the sexiest stare of your life. Wow. Okay,
no, I'm just tired. My eyes are just half open.
Do you still have sex after getting married? That's a stereotype. You get married and you don't have sex.
So great question. He has this funny joke he tells on stage, and jokes are partially true, right?
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
Totally.
So we like never see each other.
No, where does he live?
In my house.
Okay, wait, what's going on?
No, so
You're like, we never see each other. He's in the basement.
We live together,
trapped.
but I'm on tour.
You're on tour.
And the second I get home, he's on tour. So we're like, we don't have that like roommate dynamic, which is like, so he said when he talks to people under 35 and they're like, how's marriage? And he's like, we never see each other. They're like, is that really hard? But then when he talks to people over 35, they're like, you're going to make it.
Totally.
And it's so true. Like, I still got butterflies for him, which is like... Is that embarrassing?
No, I'm laughing because I was thinking about my own relationship and I was like, oh my God, when Jared walks in the room, I actually feel nauseous. I was literally thinking, wow, that is the opposite.
Des and I had just met. Like, we've only been married for 2 years.
How long?
We met in COVID.
Oh, you met during Summer House Flop?
During Summer House Flop.
Oh, so you were at your lowest.
And I do have to say, I worked so hard to be like the cool girl, the like chill girl. And like when a guy would meet me, I'd be like, how do I craft the perfect text messages to be so cool but chill but funny but not too intense? Like, I was that girl.
Yeah, and then you probably just didn't even respond because you were thinking, you were asking your friends so much of so many questions. You were like, do I say hi, hey, hello?
And you don't do anything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I could make myself into the perfect girl for any guy, which is a skill that is not a good skill to have. Because next thing you know, you're 3 years in with a guy and you're like, wait, I hate him. This is how I know you start hating a guy, when you're aware of their breath.
Okay.
You ever start hearing and you're like, are we still going in and out and in and out?
Yes, why are they...
Why are they breathing?
You know what's funny about this is just bring you back to my kind of relationship that I'm now kind of realizing is actually a sham. But every time we're in the car together, I find myself turning up the music because I don't want to hear him hum. I don't want to hear him breathe. I don't want to hear any sound he makes.
The car is triggering. Like, I feel like couples.
Thank you.
The car shit goes down. Like, my parents only fight in the car and then they leave the car and it's like nothing ever happened.
No, it's the best time of you're suddenly in Disneyland once you're out of the car.
We got in a crazy fight in the car where I obviously wanted to DJ. Mm-hmm. And when I DJ, I like to explain the scene to him. Like, I'm like, okay, this is Sabrina Carpenter. She's with Barry right now. She wrote this song about Barry. And he's like, whoa, I don't need the fucking details behind the song. Just play the fucking song. I said, okay. So then another song comes on. And I'm
by the way, he would like the song more if he knew the details.
I was literally giving him context. And then I'm like, by the way, like, this is the song like Taylor Swift wrote about like this guy who like was getting canceled. It's like a whole thing. And he's like, okay, again, just play the song. But this is fucking interesting. And then I couldn't stop myself when a song would come on. I'd be like fighting for my life to not be like, and this is Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX. They had a sick music video for them. And he's like, just play the song.
No. So, but this is why you probably live in New York. So you don't have to fucking be in a car with him.
No, we're never in the car. We're never in the car. But my thing is, I'm a performer. I want to give color to the performance I'm giving you. It's like Adele doing a concert without talking in between.
It's like, by the way, sorry, but the only viral moments from Adele's concerts are her talking. Okay, also her singing. Me being like, Adele shouldn't sing. Adele should do stand-up. Think about that.
So there's this thing where...
I need to take my retainers out.
Do it. Throw it.
You see that slime?
I'm honestly, it takes...
That is so disgusting of me.
It takes so much to repulse me.
That is so disgusting of me, and I'm keeping it in.
Please.
Well, I just want people to see that I'm real.
I feel like
I feel like people don't think I'm real.
Yeah, I'm relatable most of the time.
You look so pretty. People aren't gonna think you're real.
No, but like I did 3 hours of hair and makeup. Whenever I try hard, I need people to know. Like I woke up so early to get this hair and makeup done.
They came to your hotel?
They came to my hotel because I'm shooting my first foray back into the scene, the darkness.
Here she goes. Wait, I love that. Okay, wait, I have a question for you. So you're a tennis girly.
Yes, which used to not be cool. And now suddenly everyone's a tennis girl.
Yep.
I was fucking made fun of.
Yep. Speak your truth. So you love challengers?
No. And don't even clip this because I've said it everywhere and it's been clipped out. But first of all, I was mad because like they're like, Zendaya, she's the greatest tennis player of all time. And it shows Zendaya like holding the racket backwards. Like she's holding the racket backwards. And like, I'm all for, I want women in sports. I'm rooting for her.
Totally,
I love
women
her.
in STEM.
But it's like literally doing a football movie and the guy's like throwing the football backwards. So like, I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm upset. Then I see the men. Tennis men are fucking hot. Like big Serbian.
They are?
I will show you photos later. The twinks they chose for this movie.
Wait, okay, but can I be honest? From an outside perspective, I thought tennis men were twinks.
No.
Like Djokovic.
No. Okay, Djokovic is like 6'2", big, hairy, manly man.
He's hairy?
Yeah. And like Alcaraz, Matteo Berrettini, put him below. Put Matteo Berrettini below. That's what it's. Fabio Fognini. Look, I will give you.
Can I tell you something? These sound like names of Italian restaurants. What's going on? Fabio Fantini is a tennis player?
The Italians. But they also British guys. I mean, not in the movie, but also, why couldn't he just make them British? I could be ovulating. I was not attracted to either of those men.
Wow.
But I talk shit about the movie everywhere. Never saw it. Talk shit about it everywhere. Because everyone asked me, I go, no. Then I'm on a flight and I go, I'm going to sit down and give this movie a chance after,
first of all,
ruining its reputation everywhere I went. And I love you, Zendaya, but I had to speak up for my truth.
No, did she ever reach out?
No, I think I'm blocked. No, just kidding. I'm not blocked, but I love her. And she was the first one in an interview to be like, I don't know how to play tennis and I definitely had no idea what was going on. It's really hard. Like she knew what she was.
I love that for her. I love when celebrities are honest.
She literally was like, it's insane to think that I could in 6 months pull it off. So long story short, I turn it on. I take back everything I said about like the tennis stuff. This is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. Like the way it's written, the editing, all of it is you don't care about the characters. I said, I am so mad I didn't go harder.
Wait, I'm actually dead. I thought you were going to watch it and be like, oh my God, why did I just talk about this masterpiece?
I'm more mad. I've never been more mad about a movie.
Wait, okay, so that's so funny because I watched it as a horny...
Yeah.
I almost said I was a horny teenage boy.
I identify as a horny teenage boy.
So do I. Honestly, I actually identify as that. As the horny teenage boy that I am, I watched the film and I was like, this is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You liked the just like gay baiting?
Well, I thought, but my mind, I'm a hopeless romantic, so I'm like,
well, this is my thing. I'm fine with that. Lean in. It would be such a better movie if it was about 2 guys on tour who were like have this public relationship with this famous woman and they're both secretly fucking and in love.
Wait, that's amazing.
Lean into that.
Wait, that's amazing.
I know. I don't want you just eating your hot dog staring at him. That is so like honestly middle school.
Wait, it is honestly middle school. You're right.
But apparently people said the director's very into the teasing of it all. And I'm
the director?
Look,
do you know who the director is?
Someone famous that is going to be mad that I said who.
No, it's totally fine.
Is it your like ex-boyfriend or something?
So yeah, that Luca Guadagnino is my ex-boyfriend. He directed that, right? Yes,
yeah.
He did, right?
No,
Amelia?
he's very talented, not in this movie.
So
By the way, we have the same management. They're gonna be like, cut everything.
No, yeah, our management are they're gonna be scared of us
I want to
together.
be an actress.
Okay, wait, I'm dead. If Luca Guadagnino reached out to you and said, I want to make challengers too, you would do it.
I would say, can we have some creative consultants on it, where we can change
everything
about it.
So, did you see Call Me by Your Name?
Loved Call Me by Your Name.
Same director.
Yeah, I loved that.
But the teasing in both. You feel it?
Yes, because the teasing, it was better. I mean, also, talk about rough casting.
We'll talk about eating each other. By the way, we didn't
I do have
talk
to
about
say,
that.
we haven't talked about anything this whole pod.
No.
Since I've met this man, we haven't said a word to each other.
We can't stop not talking to each other. It's actually, I'm obsessed with it.
And I love how we're like, I have the craziest tea, and then
we just don't say it.
We're teasing each other.
Well, we're edging each other.
We're edging. I have to say, the peach scene I thought was iconic.
That is hot.
I think that made him. You're the tastemaker. It didn't make him.
So I would say that he's now made because of me.
He's been made.
He's been made. No, Hannah, what's interesting when I was doing my research about you, because I obviously did my research, even though
I did my research on you. You're from Houston.
Wait, okay.
That's the only thing I found online.
Everything else, our managers made us delete. Everything else that's been posted online, my managers did make me take down. So the only thing she's left was that I'm from Houston.
And you go, and it's not even true.
And it's a blatant lie, but she wanted me to seem relatable. So your trajectory is really interesting to me, because I'm like, what the hell? You're a pro tennis girly.
Mm-hmm. Look at my calf.
Oh my God.
Look at my calf.
That's actually insane. Is that from tennis?
I was born with these calves, and my dad was like, put her on the court, run her like a horse.
I get it.
And
I literally
honestly,
get it.
It was the Serena Williams era. So my dad was like all those memes where he was like, how much money did Serena Williams
Totally.
And he looked at me and he's like, I know you're not half as athletic as Serena Williams, but we're going to try.
And you fucking did it. And you went to Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, go Badgers. I
Go
do have to say,
Badgers.
I always had a goofy, silly side to me. I loved the camera, but it's so embarrassing to admit that.
Oh my God, it's mortifying.
No, it's mortifying to the point that I've done everything my whole life to try not
to do it. Yeah.
But like when you're that person.
Yeah.
And if you're listening, and quit your job. Quit your job. Mm-hmm. If you feel alive when a camera's on,
quit your job.
That's the only place you're going to feel alive.
I'm going to give the opposite advice of Hannah, and I'm going to say, definitely stay in your job. You won't make it. I'm going to say I've tried every single thing under the sun to try to fucking be famous, and it's not happening.
Do you know what's so funny to me?
It's not. You have to get comfortable.
I like it. I'm just honestly, because I'm trying not to double chin.
Oh, I always double chin on the pod.
But do you know why? It's because there's a mirror here. Otherwise, I would be like...
So I put that mirror there so you can make sure you're not double chinning.
But it's like now it's attacking me.
Do you want it to be turned around?
Imagine I came in and I said, change the room. Change the feng shui. I don't like the energy
for Hannah
here.
Berner, I would change it.
I don't like it. No, this is the best room ever. I'm obsessed with it.
Thank you.
When I Googled you, your whole shtick is about like trying to be famous. I'm like, that's so funny. Because in my head, you're just like a little too cool to make like real,
that's really nice,
big movie.
I'm like
decisions.
But look at even Mike Feist, who is so cool, was in Challengers. So like, I would love to be in any. But no one will offer me a role.
It's your moment, though.
So why don't we have our own summer house?
You're too funny. Reality TV is not about laughing with you; it's laughing at you. And they don't like people that are self-aware. And I'm not even fully self-aware, but compared to a lot of reality TV stuff,
no, totally,
I'm self-aware.
But also, I think
a spectrum.
I am painfully self-aware until it reaches delusion, and then I'm like, oh my God, I want to be famous. Why aren't I famous? Let's say I won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I would go on stage and be like, is this my moment? I can't tell, which is like so annoying.
This is the thing. We're creatives, which means we're like Looney Tunes. But like, I've always been delusional. Like when I was 7 years old, I saw Serena Williams and I was like, I want to be that.
Totally.
And I'm going to be that. And why was I on this planet if I'm not going to do something fucking cool?
So you were obsessed with tennis.
Like it was my everything. And then I got burned out. I didn't enjoy it. I hated it. But I like loved the chase.
Were you like fucking any hot tennis guys at your school?
Yeah.
You were? Because you were like the hot tennis girl.
Well,
were there like, this is, okay.
Tennis people were nerdy. Like basically with tennis, like your whole life is tennis. So I joke like I didn't have friends. I went to 3 different high schools and I always was friends with like everyone, but I would
You went to 3 different high schools?
I went to 3 different schools in New York City in high school.
Wait, why? Because you kept getting kicked off?
No, because I
kept getting fired?
I literally been fired so many times, I can't even tell you.
I'm telling you, that makes a star.
But you know what's so funny?
That makes a star.
I've never been fired because of like, I'm not confrontational. I'm a people pleaser. It's just, I can't like just like follow blindly things. And I'm all about like justice. And I'll be like, this is the right thing. Wait, I'm going to give you an example of like the kind of shit I would do. it's so stupid. Like, we took this class. All the athletes took it called the weather class because it was supposed to be easy. So all the athletes take it. The test comes out. It's so hard. And like, she didn't teach us any of the things on the test. And when I tell you, like, everyone failed. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, something is
horrible teacher.
I literally go, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and it's hurting all of us around us. If we fail, we can't play tennis, then I lose my scholarship. So I take it upon myself to email the group and I said, hey, did anyone else fail?
You emailed the whole class.
I think I emailed the class. I was like, if you failed, we need to put a group action not a lawsuit, but I was like, we need to, like, clearly there's a problem.
You're making class action lawsuits in your high school?
I said, we need
Is
to
this
go
at college?
I said, we need to go to small claims court. But I basically sent an email. Wait, I'm sounding like a Karen.
No,
I was standing up for the people.
You stood up for what was right.
I was like Robin Hood, and I was like, I mean, I didn't study that hard, but I shouldn't have failed. So I sent it to the dean, and I was like, hey, can you just check, like, what percentage of people failed this test? Because I feel like we're not getting taught what's on the test.
Totally.
He ended up, like, looking into it, and he was like, you're right. She missed, like, a whole portion of the curriculum. There was no chance I was going to get that word.
No.
Thank you.
I could barely say education. I could barely think education.
So basically, like, when I see something's wrong, I just don't
make it
like
right.
when
You're trying to make it
people
right.
get wronged.
I love that.
And the thing is, I low-key felt very wronged in certain things, which gave me the chutzpah to be like, I want a Netflix special, which is delusional, by the way. I did comedy for like 3 minutes, and I was like...
2 days.
Literally 3
But that's how funny
seconds.
you are. That's how funny you are. You deserve the
Thank
Netflix
you.
special. But, okay, so wait. I read that you got to number 2
In what?
on Netflix.
Oh my God, yeah. I lost to the man with 100 kids. Why are we rewarding bad behavior? I'm a fucking woman in the arts, no marketing, wrote the whole show by myself. A guy fucking impregnates hundreds of women, and he's number 1 on Netflix. So anyway, that's my next criminal lawsuit.
Totally. By the way, that's your next special.
It's done. Wait,
It's
I
done.
have to write a new special. How annoying.
Wait, so how many Netflix specials can you do?
This is my thing. After I did my Netflix special, which, let's be honest, I actually didn't think I would get it. But once I did it, I was like, how greedy
we
are
knew
you?
you would get it.
How greedy are you that you want to do another Netflix? How many Netflix specials does a person need?
Well, but you could do a Hulu special.
I kept joking that I was retiring.
You're retiring
This
currently.
is my retirement party.
I mean, by the way, it's really sad. It's 3 people you don't know. It's 2 producers who just don't care if we
we've
live or
met-
die. And it's me who... and
We've met in a past life.
Do you believe in past life?
I'm not here trying to tell people that no to things that I can't 100% tell you no to.
This is part of your Karenism. that speaks... That's another Karen line. I'm not going to tell you no if you believe it, sweetie. It's like, okay.
No, but as in, like, I'm not going around being like, past lives are fucking real. But I'm not going to tell you it's not.
But do you think it is?
I want to think it is. Do you think that I burned you at the stake at a Salem witch trial?
Wait, that's so hot.
I feel like something
By the way,
happened.
I would 100% be burned at the stake at a Salem witch trial because, can I tell you something? I am the town gossip.
We go, he's got to go.
So I'm literally telling everyone, I'm like, yep, Hannah slept with him and her. It's the craziest thing that's ever happened.
I wanted to work on a bit about dating in the Salem witch trials. Like, if you like met a guy, you'd be like, I just met this guy. He's really nice. So who did he burn last week? Was it Jessica? Did she deserve it? She was kind of annoying though, right? Like, I want to do something about how hard it was to meet men during the Salem witch trials.
That is hilarious. Is it harder to meet men during the Salem witch trials or now? Which one? I actually don't know.
He's so cute, but like he did burn my friend at the stake.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
and like I want to be a girl's girl, but like he's tall.
He's muscular. He lifted her.
He does. He can lift you up sometimes to burn you at the stake. No, I'm obsessed with the Salem witch trials because those are our sisters.
Wait, what?
They're our sisters.
What do you mean?
The girls that got burned. Like like they were our people.
They're us. They're comedians.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
That we're funnier.
Sorry, this is an In Your Dreams exclusive. The Salem witch trial victims were just comedians.
They were just female comedians.
This is horrible to know that they were our sisters. But I told this to Hannah earlier. Hannah was like, I've been fired from so many jobs. I'm a failure at so many things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I actually think comedians are failures. Like, I think they had to fail.
You said it even better. Comedians are losers.
Yes.
We've lost.
You're
We've
right.
lost a lot of things, and that's why I think we want the win of making people laugh, because you don't know that laughter's so good until you've been in a place where it's hard to laugh.
You are sounding so,
that was Brene Brown. She came through me.
I'm not kidding.
That was Brene Brown.
You should do a Netflix special with Brene Brown.
I'm getting my hair in a side part, full Karen hairdo. I'm going to be a young Brene Brown who says queef jokes.
By the way, that would actually go really viral.
I want to play
that would go really viral.
A life coach who, like, behind the scenes is a fucking disaster.
A life coach that doesn't have their life together. I mean, that's
Can you be like my like insane agent? Because you're the tastemaker. Like, you're calling, you're getting me everywhere, and you're like, Hannah, stop snorting cocaine for a second. You have to go talk to the president right now.
Wait, why the president?
Because he needs me to do tapping with him or something. I'm obsessed with life coaches who haven't done anything.
You know, I was ghosted by my therapist. My therapist fully ghosted me. This is a true story, you guys. It's actually like Hannah's laughing hysterically.
Have you told it yet?
No, and this is very sad for me. I actually could cry. I had a therapist for 4 years who I thought we were doing really well. Sure, I didn't ask her that many questions. Sure, it was mostly about me, but that's what therapy is, so I thought. All of a sudden, the last session I had with her, the beginning of the session was her basically calling me a narcissist, being like, you talk about yourself a lot. So, and then I was like,
no.
And she goes, especially in this relationship. And I thought, well, I'm paying you. So then I texted her the next week being like, are we still on for Tuesdays at 2? By the way, some of the worst times of my life.
The darkest.
Some of the darkest, when it hits 2 p.m.
And it's the middle of the day, so then you just have to go on the rest of your day like you didn't just cry about your dad for like 30 minutes.
But now I have PTSD from her now not answering. So now actually Tuesdays at 2 are sadder than me crying about my dad. Now they're actually me mourning my therapist.
It's an open wound.
Why would she do this?
Well, the whole point of therapy is it's the one time where like you have an unbiased person to hear when you lie to her about what happened and for her to take your side.
And
that's
by the
her
way,
job.
A lot of my therapy was being like, hey, so this horrible thing happened and I'm at the center of it.
Well, with me, I kept like being in these situations where I would get fired. And she was like, okay, we're seeing a pattern here. And I'm like, but it's so funny that when I found comedians, I was like, these are my people. Like the second I met the comedy community, I love everyone so much. And we're so broken, but so hopeful and creative and beautiful. Anyway, so full circle moment when I was sitting at this table at Summer House trying to make jokes and no one was laughing. I wasn't with my community.
You weren't with your community.
And turns out when you find your community, you feel lifted, you feel alive.
Totally.
Brene Brown said that.
Yeah, Brene Brown's on the podcast. By the way, I'm going to call this episode Brene Brown's here. Like, that's the podcast name. Hannah, do you hate those people?
No.
You feel nothing but love towards them?
I have nothing but love, but I do have to say, I'm half Sicilian. I don't forgive.
So you
I have this side to me that's like, when someone does something to hurt me, it's a compliment that they took time out of their day to try to hurt me. It's giving, you're obsessed.
Yeah.
It's giving try hard.
It's giving try hard.
Like, you're trying so hard in this relationship, even if whether to hurt me or to help me. It's giving like, calm down.
Yeah.
So then I was like, thank you for putting the time in your day into me.
Yeah. And lifting me up, and now I have a Netflix special.
No, the only reason I have a Netflix special is because it was fun for me to like prove people wrong in a way, but also never root for people to do bad. Root for yourself. So I want everyone to be doing good, because then they won't fucking annoy me.
Yeah, or come for you.
Or come for me, because they'd be busy with their own shit. Like, I really want everyone to succeed. And what they did was just remind me like, oh, I wasn't in the place where I was my happiest.
Yeah.
I actually did stand up while I was on the show, and one of the people on the show was like, oh my God, that's what you're meant to do. Like, they knew. Even before me.
Then they had to, of course, go the next day on camera and be like, you're a cunt. You're a little cunt and you're stealing my boyfriend. So I don't know any of these people. I don't watch the show.
But my best friend is from the show.
Paige.
My best friend Paige, where like so much funny shit was on the cutting room floor. Like when it would air, like they could make two people look like they're not friends when you're literally best friends.
Well, I want to cut this. Let's do a little thing. Cooper, let's do a thing, Cooper, where now you cut it so it looks like Hannah and I.
We had the most awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Owen.
100%. Yes, I agree.
I'd can't vibe with you and I'm not going to try.
No, and that's fine.
And we haven't said anything this whole time.
No, that's actually the truth. Wait, Hannah, I have to do one little test with you.
Yeah.
So it's the tiniest little thing. But I think that being famous, for me, everyone's like, when you're famous, you're Jennifer Aniston, you're pure. Those are the most famous people on earth who like haven't said anything bad. Do you get what I mean? Whereas like us.
Yeah, well also there's a weird thing, especially reality TV people or podcast people, where people feel more connected to them because they hear everything about our lives. So people get more excited to see us than like that famous actor you saw in that huge film once.
Totally.
So we
They're
actually
more
deal
excited.
With more shit.
Yes. Well, we are more famous than Brad Pitt.
I mean, you are.
Well, I'm a tastemaker. Can I just tell you something? As a tastemaker, Brad Pitt could make it. He could make it.
I think he has something.
He has something good there.
The jaw. A lot of fillers lately, though. A lot of fillers.
Do you have any filler?
I don't, because I got afraid of the migration happening. Kamala's running for president, and she's against filler migration. She said the migration's gone too far, especially in LA. No more migrating.
No, I get it. I've never done filler.
I haven't had Botox either, because I'm afraid that like I make expressions, and that's part of what makes the joke funny.
Yeah, but Joan Rivers was funny. And her face literally was pulled. Someone was holding that face in Ohio. Someone had it yanked. And her face, Joan, that person was holding those fucking.
I wonder what her career would have been like if she never got surgery.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing this test with you.
Yeah.
So the lower number you get on this, the more famous you can be. Like Jennifer Aniston fame, okay? Ready?
You have to call this tastemakers, but like your whole pod is tastemaking.
Well, I'm just ultimately tastemaking.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
your
doing.
job. You're tired from tastemaking all day.
Okay, so have you masturbated while someone else was in the room?
I masturbated once in a bathroom while someone else was in...
Peeing?
No, in like the bedroom.
Oh, I thought you meant a public bathroom.
It was like in the apartment. Like my roommate.
Oh, that doesn't count.
No.
Because you have to do that.
Yeah, that's what you have to do when you're in college.
Oh, you were in college?
Yeah.
That really doesn't count. You should have masturbated on the street while you were in college.
No, it's honestly like claps for me, snaps for me for even knowing that girls can masturbate in college.
It's actually true.
That was so sad.
I remember my friend, I'm not going to name her name, but definitely bleep
Who had a
that.
facelift too.
She had a
Multiple.
facelift. 8th grade, she came up to me and she was like, have you masturbated? And I said, no, not yet. And she was like, oh my God, I figured out how to do it, Owen. So you put the faucet of the tub near your vagina and then you come
Wait,
from
she's
it.
so iconic for that.
She was in 8th grade and she goes, you have to try it. She goes, you fully have. She's a tastemaker. She's a tastemaker.
Because that's the shit that some people would gatekeep. They'd be like, I'm not telling these kids.
No, but she's telling, by the way, she's coming up to me. She goes,
like,
you have to
find
try
your
it.
clit.
She goes, find it. It's somewhere. And then she's like, oh, I'll tell someone else.
You're like, I'm more confused than I've ever been.
That night I go in, I'm ass up near the fucking tub. I'm like, will this work with my hole? I'm like, let's fucking try that shit. And by the way, it felt not good. Actually, it gave me an enema. Have you cheated on a significant other during a relationship?
Wait, I've actually never cheated. And I know you're giving me this look. I did not cheat because I'm like, have so much self-control because I'm like scared of myself. I've never smoked a cigarette. Like, because
You're actually going to be so famous.
No,
you're so pure.
Because I'm afraid that if I smoke a cigarette, I will like be doing heroin in 3 days. Like, I don't trust myself. So I'm like on the straight and narrow. I won't cheat.
So you don't drink?
I'm not sober, but like, I want to eat. I'm an eater. I'm like, let's go to a nice restaurant, eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
Drinking to me, I'm like...
What about a glass of wine at dinner?
I won't. I just don't care to. I'm like, it'll get me a little groggy.
You are... Okay, this test was like hoping that your number would be so high and I would be like, Hannah, you're not pure. You're actually so pure. You're actually going to be so famous. You are Jennifer Aniston.
Why does purity align with fame?
No, it's like old Hollywood where everyone like couldn't talk about shit. Remember like when people like were like, are you dating Brad Pitt, Jennifer? And she'd be like, I had secrets. She's like,
but I don't shut up.
Kiss and tell.
I'm a blabber.
No, right.
But you know what? But I don't have that dirty shit to say. Like, I blew up on Call Her Daddy because I said I fucked the mascot. Like, that was my dirtiest story. And it was so stupid that people were like, wait, That's good. I like that.
But was the mascot in full costume?
I didn't let him do it. I'm like, I'm not your story to tell your bros. I'll like stop. Like,
Also, that's like bestiality.
yeah, it was giving furry, and like that wasn't the point. It just.
Have you ever engaged in bestiality?
No, and it's one of those things like why I haven't smoked cigarettes. What if I like it?
Because you would go down that rabbit hole and not be able to get out.
I've never done cocaine.
You haven't?
Because my thing with cocaine is like, if I don't like it, it's like a horrible night. And if I do like it, then I like cocaine at 33
Why
and I have
would
to
you
become
like-
a cokehead. Why? Like, what's the point of trying it?
What is the point of that?
That's how I feel about BDSM too. Like, if I like it, then I have to build a dungeon in my apartment. When it comes to sex, I'm literally like, okay,
Vanilla.
ow. Like, ow, you just like accidentally pulled my hair. Ow.
You're like, my jaw does not open tonight.
I'm
No.
like, okay, and I'm getting a cramp.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
stop.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone stop. Everyone stop.
Okay, I'm obsessed with that. That's amazing. So,
But
and your
I'm,
husband's
like,
fine
freaky.
with it.
Like, I won't do anal, but like I will eat tuna fish from a bodega at like 2 a.m. Like, that's the kind of freak I am.
That's really disgusting.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you like interviewing?
I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's
but,
fun.
But like, no,
With
like
good
people
vibes.
like you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like this wasn't an interview. We just talked.
Yeah, we didn't learn
No,
anything
I'm not
about
gonna
each other.
sit with somebody and be like, how was jail? I'm not gonna do that. So this is what I do at the end of my podcast.
yeah.
I ultimately,
You love having things you do.
I'm like, on this podcast, we take a purity test. It's like, what? Everyone's like, what?
Also, his paper had 400 questions on it. He asked one.
No, you guys, like seriously zoom into this. I'm not kidding. There's 400 questions. I asked one, and one of them was, have you engaged in bestiality? Which I actually slipped in. I slipped that one in without looking down at the pape. Okay, I just say goodnight to my people because it's,
Good
we have
night.
to go to bed.
And night can happen at any time. Night is socially constructed.
Finally, someone who gets it. No, I'm saying goodnight, but look into any camera.
Oh, yeah.
Any camera you want. Maybe this one.
Yeah.
Look into this one and we just say, good night. Ready? Good night.
You're gonna figure it out in your dreams. Good night, Owen Theo.